Alright then, well he's a natty muscular 330 with perfect cardio vitals, right? This guy's genetics must be immense. We have a classic story time. This is a real heavy hitter, this story. We got Clen OD story time. So, let's get into this. This is on the More Plates, More Dates subreddit. We have, some of you may have seen my post on Friday about missing Clen like an idiot and going to the hospital, right? Well, we haven't. Well, he deleted it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I deleted the post because the constant troll pings were sending my anxiety even further into the stratosphere than it already was. Ideally, I was supposed to take 0.05 milliliters. 0.05, that would be 0.05. That would be 5 units in a 100 unit syringe. To achieve 10 micrograms. Wait, would it be 0.1 mil is 10 units. Yeah. 0.05 mil, that would be 5 units on a 100 unit syringe. To achieve the 10 microgram twice daily starter dose that I was looking for. I took 1.75 mils twice, 12 up. What? Did he mean 0.5 or did he mean... So clenbuterol is usually taken like 0.02 milligrams per day, 0.03, it depends. Obviously Clen is not designed as a weight loss drug, it's designed for like throat congestion. Or more to the point, Clen is a beta-2 adrenergic agonist, so that means that it binds or reacts with the beta-2 adrenergic receptors, mostly in your throat, and it's used for decongestion. It's a bronchodilator, I believe is the correct term, and it's basically used to make breathing easier via that pathway. So it's meant to relax the muscles and lungs, the muscles around and lungs and throat and sorts. But also, a side effect of clenbuterol is that it is believed to up your basal metabolic rate. So you can see why people use it in bodybuilding spaces. It's considered one of those sort of like hardcore fat burners used in bodybuilding. So here we go. This guy was meant to take 0.05 milliliters to achieve a 10 microgram daily starter dose I was looking for. So not sure what concentration he's using. Already sort of high dose that he's looking for anyway. So this guy took 1.75 mils twice, 12 hours apart. Not sure if this is what he meant, or he meant 0.5 mil. Anyway, he took more, significantly more, 12 hours apart. My weight is probably what saved me. Yeah, so if you don't know, drugs in general, it's very important how much you weigh, how much mass you have, how many cells are in your body. It's the same reason why if like a fat guy gets bitten by a spider and a skinny guy gets bitten by a spider, the fat guy will have a higher chance of survival. All drugs, as you know, like you don't give the same amount of paracetamol to an infant as you do to an adult human, and it's mostly to do with mass, obviously metabolic rate and things like that, and how humans, like full-grown humans versus babies, metabolize drugs. It's different, but mass has a lot to do with it. So this guy is kind of right saying that the weight probably saved him. Beyond the Redditor who schooled me on how bad my dose was. Yeah, it sounds kind of terrifying that you just fought to do that much more. I'm 330 pounds, my weight skyrocketed after hernia surgery last year. I'm a muscular 330. Right? I'm obese, but I'm not that slovenly 330 you're probably thinking. My cardio vitals have always been stellar, thank God for that, right? Maybe. Wonder what cycle this guy's running that he's a muscular 330. That's like, this guy must look like Eddie Hall by the way he's describing himself. I've never tried anything that was not natty. Alright then, well he's a natty muscular 330 with perfect cardio vitals, right? This guy's genetics must be immense. For years I have friends who are trainers that put people on Clen, and I was always amazed and scared shitless of the results. Well, that's some hardcore trainers are going on. Have you ever heard of calories in, calories out, rather than clenbuterol? 8 p.m. I take my first dose, 20 minutes after all the normal symptoms appeared, but now I'm learning. 200 times is exaggerated. Of course, I thought I was being a little bit... So before I say this, I know somebody that had taken... This isn't me, this isn't a way of saying, oh, I've taken it. From my own experience, I know somebody that's taken Clen, and he was saying that he was just dropping things, like sitting there shaking, dropping things. So your basic metabolic rate is how much calories you burn just by sitting doing nothing, right? And when you're on this substance, it's believed to be increased. So basically, he said that he was sitting there, he couldn't hold his phone, he couldn't hold still, he was at work not being able to concentrate on anything. I can only imagine how it feels for this guy on this like super physiological like mega dose that he's gone on. I thought I was being a little bitch and tried to sleep through them, but as night went on, the nightmare got worse, especially the anxiety. I was drinking tonic water, yet I was cramping everywhere, surprisingly in my neck of all places. See, as we mentioned earlier, the receptors in the neck are what's affected by this drug, as it's designed as a decongestant. It's designed for this. You'll find a lot of bodybuilding drugs or drugs used in bodybuilding are not actually designed for bodybuilding. There are very, very few that are designed for muscle gain. For example, D-bol, that is one of the only ones that from the beginning were designed as an anabolic. Or I am to believe anyway. The muscle soreness was unreal. I felt I did 4 full body circuits to failure. Funny, I didn't sweat as much as you would think. 8 a.m. rolls around and the thought of taking another dose is making my anxiety worse. I put up my pinboy pants and take it with tonic water and other electrolytes. Oh my god, this guy. See if you take something and there are terrible side effects from the beginning. Probably it's not a sign that you're a pussy. Probably you've got the dosage wrong, as this guy has. Or you're taking something that is not for this use. Obviously, this... I'm not going to pretend that people don't take clenbuterol, because they do, for this, for weight loss. But if you're taking something that is probably illegal in your country, that you got off some dark web, that you got off some random source who you don't know, just some random guy on the internet, and you're starting to take this stuff, don't be surprised that you may not react well, and probably don't go and fucking take another dose after this happened, okay? I'm laughing, this guy could have died, but this is like just idiotic, basically. I'm at work an hour later and I can barely type. My fingers are moving in their own. Alright, here you go. As I said, the person that I know, they were basically describing the same thing. They were saying that their sort of hands were moving on their own, they were dropping things. My arms are limp yet shaking and my head is getting fuzzy. Around noon I decide to jump on the subreddit and ask if I'm being a little... Great. Yeah, so don't go see a doctor, don't call an ambulance, don't think what's going on. Just go see subreddit. That's what to do, right? Just go on the More Plates More Dates subreddit, yeah? I find I'm being a stupid noob. I ran to the emergency room. Of course, I have to cop to what I did. Thankfully, they didn't give me any shit. Probably because they didn't want you to die. Imagine like somebody that's already like jacked up on this on Clen, and then they just make you even more stressed to raise your heart rate and things even more. Yeah, great. That would be a great healthcare professional, right? They did a heart attack workup. That was 10 minutes of pure terror, I have to tell you. Shockingly, my diastolic was low. They gave me some Valium and Xanax. Right, this guy can't spell Xanax. Xanax is spelled with an X. Some Valium or Xanax, sorry. I can't remember which, and they let me rest for an hour. Not sure about the US, honestly, but doesn't seem... I'm pretty sure in here where I'm from, they don't just give you a Xanax. Even in this situation, it's not really what it's for, but anyway. Right, he just says something. They could have given him a placebo for all he knows. I went home and had the worst fucking night of my life. My body aches got worse and I couldn't stay hydrated if I drowned myself. Barely slept, same thing the entire next day. I just passed the 30-hour mark about 7 hours ago. My head still hurts and it's cloudy. The aches are still there and I can't lift my arms above my scapular plane without total weakness. I'm fucking lucky, really lucky. I've always been pretty bulletproof, but good German genes have been told. Right, fair enough. F that, I'm not getting that lucky again. Don't touch any of that shit without help, IRL help, and even then you'd better trust the shit out of them. At least I learned I'm not a little Bitch, 36 hours later, and F me if I didn't gain a pound today, better than dead. Some guy just quoted, ideally I was supposed to take the zero point 0.5 mil to achieve 10. Yeah, I thought he meant 0.5 mil. 0.05 mil would be a really small amount of liquid. To achieve the 10 microgram twice daily starter dose I was looking for, I took 1.75 mil twice, 12 hours apart. So basically this guy took over 3 times the amount, over 3 times the amount as his first dose. Tremendous, great. Just this guy is so intelligent. It's beyond my words. It's beyond belief. This guy, it's immense. So this guy just put a gif of fucking the door being closed in his face. Are you shredded now? Oh my god. Insane how your first thought having a serious medical emergency was to ask Reddit. Yeah. That's the thing, I hadn't realized I overdosed. All the symptoms were there that everyone always described. I went on to see if the symptoms would subside or someone could point out my error. Yeah, your error was that you went on a mega dose without thinking to try. Probably this guy didn't even test whether it was real or not. Here's the thing, if you're gonna go and do things that you probably bought off the internet, there are testing kits out there. Sorry guys, this literally broke, like my camera ran out of charge thinking about this. I got stressed out from this guy's dosage, it's immense. What I was saying though is if you are buying random stuff on the internet that you have no idea about where it came from, there are places where you can get it tested. Infamously, Janoschik testing, that's a place that basically everybody uses. They are just labs. If you're brave enough, go to your university chemistry lab and use their mass spectrometry machine. Go go become friends with the lab professor, or if you have someone that studies chemistry, just go and get it tested. Whatever you're taking. Of course, you'll probably need a sample to compare to or something in a database. Listen, this is the sort of game you're playing here. If you're taking most likely illegal substances off the internet, don't be surprised if something bad happens to you. And most certainly, probably don't take a mega dose as your first dose, because you'll end up like this guy, fucking thinking he's dying, like in hospital, not being able to lift up his arms. That's crazy. So don't do that, don't decline kids, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Just calories in, calories out, that's probably better. Just eat less, put down the fork. Muscular 330, yeah, my ass. this guy, it's I'm glad he's okay, but like, if you're 330 pounds, put down the fork first, before you start thinking about some, enhanced cut, yeah?